Going on, guys? Orm Swarm coming at you guys with another video. Gonna do the New Orleans Saints visiting the Detroit Lions. The Saints are coming to Ford Field, guys. Both teams 1-2. Good matchup. Both teams haven't really figured out what's going on. Saints are kind of not really reeling, but haven't really found their identity. Lions had a big win last week. Played well, both ends, I thought. Defense especially. They did some good things. Before I start the video, though, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's right in your right-hand screen at the bottom. Boom, just give it a bop, man. Don't forget to like and comment. It's all about that. I like the comments, negative or positive. It helps my videos. I come at you guys as much as I can with feedback. It's good for the video. It's just good for my channel. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the all button, to ring that bell, and get all my videos. Hit all. So let's get down to it, guys. I'll start off with the injury report like I've been doing every week. For the Saints, it's absolutely gigantic. It's absolutely gigantic, man. They got 6 starters out. 5 for sure. Six if you want to count Marcus Davenport or Andrus Peat, who's a guard. But yeah, they're riddled with injuries. Riddled. So they got Andrus Peat, offensive guard, out with an ankle. He's out. Jared Cook, tight end, groin, out. Janoris Jenkins, a cornerback, shoulder, out. Marshawn Lattimore got a hammy going on. He's out. Marcus Davenport, defensive end, young guy, elbow and a toe. He's out. Michael Thomas, their stud star, all-pro wide receiver, has an ankle. He's out. Huge. And then they got David Onyemata, defensive tackle, who's a calf. He has a calf thing going on. He's questionable. Then they got Chase Hansen, who's a linebacker who has a hip injury and is questionable. Those 2 guys probably won't play. Like I said, 6 guys, man, and we'll get all that. We'll get down to that a little bit later. But yeah, this is the Lions. They're getting better. Lions are getting healthier. CJ Moore, special team guy, safety, got a calf, still out. Desmond Trufant, been practicing. He's got a hamstring. He's questionable. Should play tomorrow. He says he feels good, guys. So hopefully he goes tomorrow. Hunter Bryant, the undrafted tight end that I was big on, has a hamstring. He's questionable. He's starting to practice a little bit more. Deshaun Hand, defensive tackle, has a chest thing going on. He's questionable. Daryl Roberts, cornerback, has a hip. He's questionable. And Christian Jones has a knee, the linebacker. He's questionable as well. If Jones can't really go, they'll probably go with Reggie Ragland or a mixture of Maben and Elijah Lee. They could do a number of things. But Christian Jones might not play. I don't think he practiced on Friday unless he got the season vet rest. But there's a chance he could not play. But let's get down to the matchups, guys. This is what it is. It's quarterback versus quarterback here. Drew Brees, Matthew Stafford. We all know Brees is the man. He's a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, probably first ballot, no problem. He's not having a crazy good year. He's not doing anything special, really. But he's not doing anything bad. He's being really safe. With this, I'm going to give it to Brees because he's the better quarterback. Still, I think he's still a better quarterback than Stafford, even though I love Stafford. But Brees isn't doing a whole bunch this year, guys. He's not really doing a whole bunch this year. And losing his stud wide receiver really hurts. So, but I'm going to give the edge to Brees because he's the Hall of Famer. But Stafford's one hell of a quarterback. But we'll go to the running backs. They got Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray versus our guys who are. We released Ty Johnson, by the way, but I never really mentioned him too much. So, Adrian Peterson, DeAndre Swift, the rookie, and Kerryon Johnson. Those are pretty much the 3 guys we use. We use Peterson and Kerryon more than we use Swift, which I don't agree with, but that's what it is. And we got Jason Kabinda as a fullback. So I'm going to give the edge to the Saints on this one. Kamara is a monster, and Latavius Murray could be starting probably for a few teams in the NFL. I actually like that guy. He's always been a good the L train's always been pretty good, a pretty good running back. So I'll give the edge to the New Orleans Saints on that one as well. Now the wide receivers. Now they got Michael Thomas out, like I said, who's all pro, heavy volume, a lot of targets, kind of wide receiver, out for the game. He's got an ankle, I think. So they got Traquan Smith, who probably get forced into that number one. Emmanuel Sanders, Deontay Harris, Marquez Callaway, and Benny Fowler, the ex-Giant, bounced around Giants, Broncos. Versus our guys, Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, Danny Amendola, Marvin Hall, Quintez Cephas, and Jamal Agnew. I'm going to give the edge to the Detroit Lions here. They have the better group, especially with Thomas out. With Thomas out, it's no question. It's no question here. So then we'll go to the tight ends, guys. Jared Cook, their starting tight end, who's a really good one too. Been in the league a long time, but he's really good. He's out. So it'll be Adam Trotman, who's a rookie. Dayton, I believe he went to school at. Third or fourth round guy that they picked up. He'll probably get pushed into that number one. And they got Taysom Hill, who's the all utility guy who can do everything right. He could play some tight end as well. Then they got Josh Hill, kind of like a fullback tight end. Versus Hawkinson and Jesse James. Now, I like Hawkinson. Hawkinson's been playing really good football, consistent football so far early in the year. And Jesse James finally started getting his number called last week. Check mark Detroit Lions. They got the better tight end group. Even if Cook was in there, I would still give it to Detroit Lions. So check mark Detroit Lions. Now on to the defense. Their D-line consists of Cameron Jordan, Trey Hendrickson, Carl Granderson, David Onyemata, Sheldon Rankins, Roach, Brown, Marcus Hunt, Malcolm Brown, Marcus Hunt, that they picked up earlier in the year before the season started, who was released by the Colts. They have a pretty good D-line. Versus our guys, Flowers, Shelton, Nick Williams, Romeo Okwara, Deshaun Hand, Jonathan Pedicini, he's a rookie, Kevin Strong, Julian Okwara, can play a little bit of linebacker as well. I'm going to give the edge to the New Orleans Saints. Sorry, guys. So far, our D-line hasn't lived up to anything. They really haven't. Flowers had one big game. That's pretty much it. Yeah, they have a stud in Cameron Jordan, who's kind of been quiet this year so far. Hopefully, his breakout game is this weekend. So, but they got a pretty good D-line. It's nothing great. Cameron Jordan is a great player though. So I'm just giving that. I'm going to give that check mark to the New Orleans Saints. Excuse me, guys. Now on the linebackers, they got Demario Davis, Alex Anzalone, and Caden Ellis. Versus our guys, Jamie Collins, Jelani Tavai, Christian Jones is banged up. Don't know if he's playing yet. We'll see. Jared Davis, Reggie Ragland. Now you might get guys, you might see guys with playing time like Elijah Lee. You might see Maben in there, Jalen Reeves-Maben. Who knows? But I'm going to give the slight edge to the Detroit Lions here. Guy Collins is a really good playmaker. Davis has flashes, and Ragland is a good run stuffing guy. So I'm just going to give the edge to the Detroit Lions here. They're not crazy over there in New Orleans. There's nothing special. Demario Davis is a tackling guy. He has a lot of tackles, but other than that, I think Detroit Lions have a better linebacking crew. Now on to the DBs. They got Malcolm Jenkins, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, P.J. Williams, Marcus Williams, Patrick Robinson, Justin Hardy, and J.T. Gray. Now they got Jenkins and Lattimore out for the game. They're two starting cornerbacks. And that's huge. Okay, now we got Desmond Truvant, who should be back, Oru Aurier, Akuda, Daryl Roberts, Tracy Walker, the safety, Harmon, Harris. Jaron Kearse is back, guys. He's a safety that can play. He's a special teams beast, and he's probably a better safety than Will Harris. I would definitely give him the nod over Will Harris. And they got Mike Ford on there. So I'm going to give the check mark to the DBs on the Detroit Lions side. I think they have the better overall group right there. especially with Jenkins and Lattimore. If Jenkins and Lattimore were in, I'd probably give the check mark over to the Saints, but check mark's going to the Detroit Lions here. And then you got the kickers. You got Will Lutz versus Matt Prater. You know, you can go with any guy there. I'll give that a tie. We do got the best punter in the league, though. I'll say that. Okay. I did forget to say the O-line, though. I got Terran Armstead for the Saints. Derek Kelly, who'll probably be playing for Pete. Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, who's a guy that the Saints drafted, who was a Michigan guy, Michigan Wolverine, and he'll be starting at guard. And you got Ryan Ramczyk, who's another tackle, versus Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow, Big V, Tyler Crosby. So they're probably going to go with that. I think they're going to keep Big V at guard. We'll see, because Tyrell Crosby has been really good at right tackle. So I'm going to give a check mark to the Detroit Lions on that one. I think they've been playing really good. Now with all that saying, guys, this game needs to be won in the trenches, like a lot of games. You can throw against the New Orleans Saints, guys. You can really throw against this team. They give up about 250-something yards a game. Now with their two corners out, those two starting corners, that's going to be humongous. We should be able to exploit them. They can get to the quarterback. They have the D-line to do it. They have about 7-8 sacks on the year. Cameron Jordan hasn't even recorded one. But they can get to the quarterback. Even Demario Davis can get to the quarterback, actually, from the linebacker spot. So actually he does a little bit more than just like a tackle machine. But you got to just block. You have to block well. You have to block well for Stafford, and he should be able to pick this secondary apart. A lot of young guys, a lot of guys that have that shouldn't be starting, right? That get thrust into the starting role because they got two of their studs out, man. And Jenkins and Lattimore are two really good corners. Playmaking corners, too, by the way. Playmaking. So that's how you're going to have to beat them. You're going to have to hold up for Stafford, and you're going to have to use the middle, too, because the Saints can't stop the tight end. They have a real tough time stopping that tight end. I watched the Raider game a couple weeks ago where the Raiders played the Saints, and Darren Waller had a huge game. He had 12, 13 catches for like 100-something yards. He just abused Malcolm Jenkins the whole game. Abused any linebacker that was on him. It was just, Hawkinson should have a big game. He should be able to use up that middle. He should be able to exploit them there. You know how I feel about our defense, guys. Even though we played so well last week, I'm still not going to buy in. I can't buy in yet. I have to see it a second week in a row, especially against a team that's got 6 of their starters out. Now, I want to pick the Lions so bad in this game. But Breeze, it's one of those games where everyone says Drew Brees isn't the same anymore. You're starting to hear it more, right? Like you're starting to hear about how Drew Brees, his arm strength is not as good. Excuse me. He has a really good completion percentage, Joe. He's throwing the ball well, but he's not throwing downfield. He's using a short game really well. He's got Alvin Kamara, one of the best running backs in the league. Top 3 for sure. And he lets a lot of his players do the work for him. And they just throw the ball short. And you got Kamara, and you got Murray, and you got guys like Jared Cook, if healthy, they can make plays. Traquan Smith can make plays. So these guys, he loves to use the short pass. He's very safe. He doesn't really throw the ball downfield like he used to. He doesn't. And now that you got Michael Thomas out, you're not going to go deep with him anyways. He's more of a slant guy anyways. But he's not a speeder. He's not a speedster. You know what I mean? So, but you can beat the Saints. But it's one of those games, like I said, if it's a bulletin board material type of stuff where you say, oh, Breeze is done, Breeze is this, Breeze is that. Be careful. Be careful, guys, because he's not done. He's just not done. You can see that he's declined a bit. You can see it in his arm. Never had the strongest arm to begin with, but his pinpoint accuracy is one of the tops I've ever seen. One of the best ever. So, But then you got to stop Kamara and you got to stop Breeze. And, you know, they got a couple other guys that are pretty good. Traquan Smith's a pretty good wide receiver. And I don't trust our defense yet. They have to try to slow down because you're not stopping Kamara. You have to try and slow him down. If you can slow him down, you got a shot, right? You have a shot. You have to slow him down and you got to get in Breeze's face. I don't see the pass rush. We don't have a pass rush, but Breeze throws the ball so fast and his release is quick and they don't throw deep, that he's not in the pocket long enough to even generate a pass rush. And we don't have one, even if we, you know what I mean? Especially if you don't have a pass rush, how are you going to get to a guy that they throw the ball 70, 80% of the time short? You know what I mean? So I don't see the D-line balling here. I don't see anybody having a game of their life unless I'm just, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. So we need to somehow slow down Kamara. We need to use our tight ends. We need to exploit the corners that they don't have out there. So it should be a good day for our offense. Running the ball on those guys, you know, we'll see what happens there. The Saints play a little bit of defense against the run. They're more acceptable to the pass. So I'd say it's going to be, I'm thinking a shootout. Guys. But I just don't trust our defense. I don't trust our defense yet. I could be wrong. So I'm going to go with 34-27 New Orleans Saints. 34-27 New Orleans Saints. That's what I'm going to say. I don't want to do it, but that's just how I feel right now. I want to see a second week in a row. You got 6 starters out, Detroit. 6 starters out, not playing for the New Orleans Saints. If you can't win this game, you know, it's an SOL. It's an SOL type thing. You know what I mean? Only like the Detroit Lions will be able to play a team like the Saints with 6 guys out and lose. You know what I mean? It's just that's complete SOL. It's just okay. It's just not SOL. Same old Lions. So I just have a feeling they're not going to win, but they should. So they just got me on the fence, guys. I don't know which way to teeter. I don't know which way to totter. I really don't. I really don't. So far, it's kind of, I'm still not on board. Can't be on board. Not with the play I've seen the past 3 weeks. Played well last week. Not going to take that away from them. But the other 2 weeks were just terrible. Defense couldn't do nothing, and you're facing one of the best quarterbacks that ever played the game in Drew Brees. And he'll figure out a way. He'll figure out a way. Someone will shine on that offense that's not supposed to, because they have two guys for sure in that offense that are out that contribute huge. Jared Cook and especially Michael Thomas. So I'm going to go with that, guys. 34-27. Is that what I said? 34-27 Saints. I'm going to stick with that, man. Last week I picked the Cardinals. Maybe this week the same thing. You know what I mean? I pick against my Lions, they'll win. You know, I'm not doing it because of that. I just still not comfortable picking the Detroit Lions. So there it is, guys. Should be a good game. Should be a really good football game. It should be a good football game, but let's hopefully they blow them out. Let's hopefully the Lions blow them out. I just don't see it, guys. I just don't see it, but we'll see. So I'll be coming back with the aftermath either on the Monday or I'll definitely be going probably live on Tuesday. See what happens there. See if I'm angry or not. All right? All right, guys. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like and comment. Helps me with my videos. Helps huge. Hit that notification bell. Hit all. And see all my videos. And see you guys. Go Lions. Boom.